fresh off of a Thursday night football game for the ages. But let's talk about Murder on the Orient Express, which is in theaters near you on November 10th.
Such cruelty.
Starring
Rich.
Josh Gad.
It's evil.
All right, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Right off the bat with Josh Gad here on the Rich Eisen Show. Diehard Dolphin fan from way back in the day, correct?
Yeah, die being the operative word. Die being the operative word.
What in the world?
There's something in the water. I can't figure out what's going on. Whether it's coaches doing cocaine on tape or it's...
I mean, to laugh.
I mean,
that happened. It was real.
That was real. That was a thing that happened. Yep. Bullygate. Like, every year it's something. And I love it because it's entertaining. But at the same time, I just would love just a playoff run. That's all, as a Dolphin fan, I want. Matt Moore's a great guy. I think he's tremendous. I think he caved under the pressure last night. There's no other way to put it.
I honestly thought that he was going to come in and then show how well-run a Gase offense can look.
He had a great run last season, if you remember, when Tannehill went down. Something's not clicking right now. I don't want to play devil's advocate because there are no excuses in the NFL, but there was a hurricane that started off this season that hit South Florida.
Yep.
We were out not only our starting quarterback, but we were out some key players, offensive and defensive. You then have one bye week at the start of the season, and ever since, we're literally going nonstop. That's a lot for a team to handle, and I can appreciate how tired they must be. But other than that, we're running out of excuses. It's rough right now.
Even with that rough start, they were 4-2 going into last night's game.
Yeah.
And I was just stunned at how, and you have to, I guess, tip your cap to the Ravens defense, which dismantled its previous opponent as well.
Yeah.
So you have to tip your cap to them.
I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I don't want to.
Here's
what was so funny.
So
Here's how this was my night. So I kept my daughters up to watch the game with me because I was so excited.
How old are they?
3 and 6, and I let them watch a little bit. And as the bloodbath just got worse and worse, I'm like, it's time for bed, girls. But they're like, but Daddy, you said that we could. I'm like, go to bed now. You can't see any more of this. This is a horror film now.
See, I went through 2 Saturdays ago, Michigan being destroyed by Penn State.
Yeah.
And the Yankees losing in a Game 7 of the ALCS
at the
same time.
Both rough.
And I thought this would be a teachable moment for my children to see what it's like, because you lose games. Sometimes in life, things don't go your way.
Yeah.
But
what do you make of the Girardi thing as a Yankees fan?
I was stunned.
I'm sure you've talked about it.
I was surprised about it.
I was really shocked.
But I was wondering maybe that means we could get Mattingly to come back home.
And Girardi will come back to the Marlins. Because remember, by the way, he coached us for a season.
He was the manager of the year.
He was manager of the year, and I could never understand why Jeffrey Loria got rid of him.
Doesn't it sound like a creepy reality TV show, manager swap?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be?
Yeah.
Real managers of the major leagues?
It actually could be really... I feel like you and I should probably go pitch this right now.
Are we workshopping right now?
I think we are. I believe that's what this is, and I'm all in. I'm totally all in.
And it's free. Josh Gad, Murder on the Orient Express, in theaters near you next month, which we'll discuss in a second right here on the Rich Eisen Show. What is your feeling about Derek Jeter being a part owner of the Marlins?
So excited. There has been a lot of dysfunction in that organization. There's been a lot of great moments. We have 2 World Series wins, which is incredible for an expansion team, but I think everybody's ready for new blood. I think having a baseball mind at the helm is really important. I like Mattingly. I hope he gets a chance. I'm also worried about what happens to Stanton. I mean, genuinely, that is a player for the ages.
They can't get rid of him.
They can get rid of him and get a lot for him, and I worry that that's exactly what they want to do. I don't know, but I hope they don't. I mean, we've gotten rid of some incredible players over the years, some Hall of Fame players. I hope history doesn't repeat itself.
Now, when you say that, Josh, you're referring to them as active players or members of the front office that are being...
Oh, poor Jeff Conine. I just read about that. I had no idea until you told me.
Yes.
That's so sad. I mean, I guess he offered him a smaller role with less money.
Seems like it.
That feels like something you say no to. I understand. If you came up to me and you're like, Josh, I want you to star in this movie, but I don't want to pay you what you're worth. And I also want you to be an extra in my movie. I'd be like, Rich, I'm not going to do your movie.
Well, I think I'd try to pitch it a little better than that.
But it seems like that's the way they pitch Conan. Like, Conan walked in and they're like, guess what? We have some great news.
Yeah, man.
We don't think you're worth what we've been giving you, and we don't think that you're worthy of a bigger position.
I know. Yeah. Let's go pound sand when you say something like that. So let's talk about Murder on the Orient Express. What is it like being in a fantasy league with Judi Dench?
Oh, man.
How is she? Is she tough to trade with or something like that?
She's tough to trade with. She's a huge Pittsburgh fan. She loves the Steelers. She's got her towel. She's always, it's weird.
Was that annoying on the set?
It was annoying. I was like, Judi, put your terrible towel down. It's okay. Like, this is a little too obsessive. Let me tell you a great story. The first day she was in the makeup trailer with me, everybody was intimidated to go up to her.
Is that right?
Yeah, everybody. And of course, I'm an idiot.
Including like Johnny Depp and Willem Dafoe?
Everybody. Everybody's like, I don't want to bother her. So I go up, and I had never met her before, and I go up to her, and I go, Dame Judi Dench. More like, damn Judi Dench.
And?
We fell in love. Literally, she and I became like, I called my wife and I was like, I may have to leave you. I think there's an opening here. And she's just the most exceptional woman I think I've ever met. She's incredible. She has such an amazing sense of humor. She's incredible.
Was there like a 5-second pause where you thought, oh my God, what did I just say?
There was that moment where I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be blacklisted from film forever for demeaning one of the greats in the history of acting.
What a line, though, man.
I know, but I was really proud of it. And when it worked, I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Yeah, thank God.
And then were you a fan of the Agatha Christie book and the previous iteration of this film?
Absolutely. I hadn't seen the movie, and Kenneth Branagh really, who directed and stars in it, really encouraged us not to watch the movie before we shot. When you have a cast like this, Penelope Cruz, Daisy Ridley, Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, Willem Dafoe, I mean, the list is crazy. You sort of trust that they're going to bring their own process to the table. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what happened. And I think he wanted to make his definitive version of Murder on the Orient Express because there have been great ones.
Yes.
But he didn't want us to be, in any way, feel like we had to copy anything that had come before.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to, I guess, is it true to the previous iterations, or is there a twist or something
You'll
like that?
See, Rich.
Okay.
It's called Buy a Ticket to My Movie. And go.
No, I feel
it's
silly
the equivalent of asking, like, when Usual Suspects comes out. So, like, Kevin Spacey, is he Kaiser Soze, or like, how does that whole thing work?
Now, was that a spoiler alert?
I feel like it was, and I have no regrets because if your audience hasn't seen The Usual Suspects at this point, then they've cheated themselves.
Understood. And is there a Frozen 2 on the?
There is a Frozen 2.
Okay.
More immediately, there's an Olaf's Frozen Adventure, which is coming out in a couple of weeks. With the movie Coco that you should take your kids to because it's pretty great.
Done. And by the way, just so you could see, we're showing it on the screen.
There you go. Look at that.
One of our fans of the Rich Eisen show put Olaf in a dolphin. One of your fans. There you go. When I found out at Josh Gad was at my, I had to draw Olaf as a fan.
I love that you've taken my fans and now you're making them your fans. What was really interesting about that is he sent that to me the morning of my team getting crushed 40-0. So I think we should give Olaf a very angry melting face instead.
Well, but Olaf never understood
Miami Dolphins football.
No, that summer was a danger to his well-being.
He didn't understand. He also didn't understand that South Florida sports are a danger to his well-being.
The interesting thing is that Olaf character in Dolphins uniform sings the song In Cutler.
In Cutler. That's what we're all singing right about now.
I want to take a 60-second break. Will you help me? Next segment, I'm giving away a subscription to Funny or Die's app called Pitch.
Yeah. I'll help take it.
Well, we have a new segment on the show, a new partnership with Funny or Die.
Okay.
Where we have writers on their Pitch app write the best, I guess, idea off of a topic we throw out, and then we have a member of our audience try and best them.
Oh, great!
And the topic this week is name the best first line of a cover letter if you're applying for the Yankees managerial job.
Happy to help, Rich.
Okay, very good. That's next with Josh Gad here in 60 seconds. We'll reveal our pitch Friday and then talk a little bit more about Murder on the Orient Express with Josh Gad when we come back here on The Rich Eisen Show. At Josh Gad on Twitter to follow him, which I do and have for quite some time. I know you are obviously a fan of comedy. You were in Book of Mormon, which you were brilliant in. My wife and I saw you on Broadway doing that. That was terrific.
I mean, one of my all-time favorite experiences, being involved with that from day one and helping create that character with Trey and Matt, who, by the way, Trey Parker, told you before, huge fan of yours.
That's huge.
Was so excited that I was coming on your show today.
I mean, and I could not be bigger fans of South Park.
I know.
Team America.
God.
That is so wrong. Team America is so wrong. It's
but
right.
It's the greatest. It's just the greatest.
It's everything is wrong about that. Makes it so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Leslie Odom Jr. is in Murder on the Orient Express. He's Mr. Hamilton as well.
And my college classmate.
I did not know that.
Leslie and I were in the same exact class at Carnegie Mellon, studying drama together.
Damn.
I know.
The two of you.
Right,
Look what
that's
you
the way
guys
it
have
works.
got. I know.
Yeah.
Now you're on the Orient Express.
And now together we're on the Orient. We're riding that Orient Express.
Now you're in a whodunit.
Now we're in the whodunit.
So we have a relationship with Funny or Die that we're really proud of. We're really excited about. They're going to.
You should be.
Thank you very much. Have you ever done anything with Funny?
I've worked with those guys. They're the best.
Brilliant.
They're brilliant.
They are so funny.
That Will.
Yeah, that feral guy.
Yeah, really funny guy.
Adam McKay, those guys together.
They're great.
So at any rate, they're making some videos for the show that are coming very, very soon.
Okay.
Yeah, there may or may not be something about the LeVar Ball School of Homeschooling that's coming soon to the Rich Eisen Show. May or may not be. May or may not be. I can't confirm or deny.
Okay.
And then they have a new app called Pitch where writers and folks in the comedy community go, and it's sort of like an at midnight, real-time at midnight. There's dozens and dozens of threads for people to respond to. And every single Friday here on the Rich Eisen Show, we have our viewers and listeners try and pitch in with a response to a topic that we throw out there.
Love it.
And if we choose them, they get a chance to get a subscription to the app. And we figured out, with you sitting here, we will reveal the top 5 answers.
I'm very excited. I feel very honored.
Okay.
I feel very excited.
Thank you very much. Okay, so here we go. Here's the pitch topic for this edition of the Rich Eisen Show this Friday was name the best first line to a cover letter when applying for the Yankees manager's job. And in homage to David Letterman, do you have the drum roll, please? Okay. Number 5. Best first sentence to begin a cover letter when applying for the Yankees manager job. My name is Jeffrey Mayer, and I think you guys still sort of owe me. Okay, number 4. Number 4 on Pitch Friday. Best first sentence to begin a cover letter when applying for the Yankees manager job. Today, I consider myself the most qualified applicant on the face of the earth. There you go, a little Lou Gehrig humor, which I don't know, is it still too soon
I
for
feel
that?
like it's still a little too soon. I feel like we're still about 5 years away from that joke working.
Number 3, best sentence to begin a cover letter. I promise not to bet on baseball this time. Wow. Pete Rose is applying.
He needs a job these days.
Wow.
He needs a job.
He needs
All
a
right,
job.
number 2, when applying for the Yankees manager job, the best first sentence to begin a cover letter. It is high. It is far. It is with great interest. I'm applying to manage the New York Yankees. And then number 1, the best first sentence to begin a cover letter. If you hire me as the next Yankees manager, I will build a big, beautiful wall around the Red Sox, and Boston will pay for it. There we go.
Wow.
Some great ones.
That's the winner. And now here's the winner. That's from the pitch community. The winner of our listener and viewer contest, getting a subscription to Pitch where your jokes get bought. So welcome to the comedy writing community. Luis J. Rodriguez. Dear Sir, Madam, I was referred by George Costanza. That's the first line right there. There's a couple other ones, too, that were like, I just knocked over a truck and found 30 Apple Watches. That was a good one.
That's pretty funny.
There you go.
Nice.
That's Pitch Friday here on the Rich
Good
Eisen
job,
Show.
guys.
So Luis J. Rodriguez will also get the hat that the commissioner of baseball hand-delivered to me at my seat. Game 2 of the World Series.
Are you going to Game 3?
No, I'm a Ford holder this weekend. I have to...
I got invited, and I'm not going.
You're not?
No, and I'm really bummed.
Well, what's going on?
I have to open a movie.
Okay, that's right. Okay,
So-
yeah. You know
that's
what?
what
What I have to do?
That's my priority.
At least that's much better than you know what I've got to do. Okay, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific out here.
Oof.
I will be on the set of the NFL Network, getting people excited for the 0-7 Browns versus the 5-2 Vikings
Oh boy, I wonder how that
on
one's gonna
NFL
end.
Network.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
feels like a safe bet this week, bookies.
Hey, everybody, welcome to, welcome, you got, I got nothing, but stay tuned. I got to work on that, huh?
You gotta work on that, buddy.
Case
You gotta
Keenum is
work on
here.
that.
Circase of Keenum. It's in London. It's in
Is
London.
it?
Yeah. By the way, that was going to be one of our pitch topics, was the British phrase used by Hugh Jackson to get the Browns their first win.
Well, I got a question for you guys. What is the London end game here? Like, are we gunning for a team in London, or are we just sending football teams for
Good
the
question.
next? Like, how does all that hang off?
I don't.
London Jaguars.
Well, they keep winning. There.
No, the Jaguars are playing really well.
I know. I said Blake Bortles is like is to UK fans what Jerry Lewis was to French fans. They think he's
So
our
true.
best
They think
export
he's
ever.
the great one. They really do.
Blake Bortles is like Joe Montana. to
He's
the
having a
Brits.
year, guys. He's having a year.
Murder on the Orient Express in theaters near you on November the 10th. Check it out at Josh Gad on Twitter. Come back anytime.
Love you, brother.
Same
Will
right
do.
back at you.
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.